Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Alien Protocols. You know, if there's anything we've learned on this channel together, we've learned the power of the mind and the power of each individual to affect reality in ways we never really kind of considered possible before. But now, science and innumerable studies have made it legitimate to discuss these things and to explore these abilities. And those of you who are watching and understand these philosophies and have learned the many different kind of steps you have to get through to get to this understanding, know that we're at a really cool point now where, as people at the tip of the spear of understanding, we have some really cool possibilities at our disposal. We have the ability to get better at these skills and be some of the first to get better and to help others with this skill. And you will see that the 2,000-year-old Yoga Sutras are correct, that the power level increases with virtue. And virtue meaning things like empathy and caring and connecting with others. They sound, kind of like they're just false altruism for altruism's sake, but they're about something deeper. When you're empathizing with something else, you are resonating with it, you are connecting with it, you are harmonizing non-locally over a distance. And we know that our universe isn't just matter, it's not just stuff. We've learned over time through science, and science has validated this notion, that everything is fields. Everything is waves and frequency. And resonance is an amazing way to connect across all of these different fields and forces. And as we've talked about on Reality's Edge with Dr. Simeon Hein about this fractal universe model and hyperverse model, really, that this is a blooming universe. It's not static on any level. And the hyperverse, the multiverse, is not static. It's all this blooming, fractal, growing thing. And so it's really to your benefit to understand these different fields and your ability to connect with them. And you can see this in the animal kingdom. Animals naturally understand fields. For some reason, cows oftentimes all eat in one direction. I think it's pointing north. And animals migrate over amazing distances. We have senses that we don't kind of allow ourselves as humans to really accept that maybe we do have. So that's why I got some toys to explore with you guys. And I want to explore these fields and getting in resonance with all of these different things with you guys and share information. And so I want to show you guys some cool stuff that I got recently, some new toys. I got a Van de Graaff generator, a Tesla coil, and I want to kind of walk you through some of the stuff that I've been doing to get more familiar with these fields and getting more in resonance with stuff. So you guys ready to have some fun? Cool. All right, I'm going to show you a few things really quick here. First, I can't run this Tesla coil right now because I don't have the right top load for it. But this is my new little Tesla coil. And the top load is the piece that goes on the top here. And essentially what happens is this is just basically moving electrons. This is the electromagnetic field, and it's powered by, electrons, which is really kind of a oscillation of electrons, or basically a river. Think of it that way. A river of electrons is kind of like what electricity is. And what this does is it kind of raises the frequency and brings up the power. And that's the genius of what Tesla did. So with a 9-volt battery, I can turn this thing into arcing lightning bolts across the top of it. And I can light fluorescent lamps and do all sorts of amazing things with it. And in fact, the arc of electricity itself can play music. So in the future, when I get the right, I have to tune it and do some other things to it to get it awesome for you guys. But I want to show you guys that coming up in the near future. But there's a lot of things, a lot of different fields and frequencies and waveforms, and you should kind of familiarize yourself with them. That's why we have this ultraviolet flashlight. It seems like something, why would you ever need an ultraviolet flashlight? But it gives you a whole new perspective on things. And as we found out in Joshua Tree, there are scorpions you cannot see in the day. You cannot see under normal light, but they pop, like they glow like crazy fluorescently with this light. And we know that ETs and advanced races understand our electromagnetic spectrum and our senses. And they're oftentimes only seen under the effects of ultraviolet or infrared light. So it's something to consider, the value of ultraviolet light to you and to our investigation into this phenomenon as well. And of course, everyone has lasers and all the fun stuff. This was a gift from a really wonderful one of our supporters. But here, let's dive into the fun stuff right off the bat. This is the Van de Graaff. Okay, this is a little Van de Graaff generator. How am I going to do this? I think what I'll do is I'll put the camera down like this, and I'll just show you a couple things really quickly. Basically, how it works is there's a rubber belt in here, and this is all run by static electricity. And static electricity is when energy is built up between two different poles, two different energy sources. One might be positive and one might be negative. And if the energy of one builds up high enough, it will actually create a connection. It'll ionize the air and create a connection to that other source, and the energy will try and equalize. Energy wants to equalize throughout the universe. Everything tries to seek balance. So here what happens is there's a thing, a little phenomena that happens when you roll the belt over these nylon rollers. It grabs static electricity and brings it up here to this ball and starts accumulating it over time. And that's kind of like in a rain cloud when the molecules of water rub against each other, they start to accumulate more and more of a charge, like this metal ball does. And then when it reaches a high enough point, it can actually jump across something where it normally can't, air. It ionizes the air, and then you'll see an a bolt jump across. And we're going to use a ground here at first and show you how that works. And a bolt will come from here to here, and then it'll go to other places. All right? So here we go. Just do a quick little demo of this. Hopefully I won't screw up the phone. Here we go. Van de Graaff generator. So hopefully you can see some of these sparks. And if you let it build up a little bit, it gets more powerful. See? I'll do it like so you can see it against the black jacket. The further away, the more powerful. And the closer, the faster. Now this is a strong spark. It's powerful. It can hurt. It's zapping me right now pretty good. I don't know if you can see that or not, but... There we go. See that? It's basically creating lightning. Isn't that cool? So I'm building up lightning static on me right now as well, because I allowed it to zap me. Here I'm letting it zap me a few times. Can you see those? Triangle? There we go. Can you see those? It's a good charge. It's a good zap. I wouldn't recommend doing this if you get one. It's a strong zap. But you can play with this and affect the fields. Like that. Anyway, so that's the Van de Graaff generator. And this will give you a little understanding. This and a Tesla coil is less than $200 for both. And you can make them for a lot cheaper. It's really cool. So, I'll discharge the last of it. Bam. But you don't have to have any money to do cool stuff and work on things like this. Here, I'm going to show you this. Can I reverse the camera? Well, I guess I can't reverse the camera while doing it. I'm going to kind of show you like this. See, this is a little plate. And I'm going to put water on it. Like this. See that? Okay, so that's just a plate with water. And you can do this at home and learn how to play with a little bit of the force and get used to this electrical and static electricity. So what you can do is get the cellophane from a pack of cigarettes like this. I just took it off. And you can put it, float it on this water that I just showed you. Okay? Like this. Okay? So you float it on the water like that. See? And then it is attracted to you. I don't know if you can see this or not, but see? And you can teach yourself to get used to the field. Right? See that? And at first you just get used to feeling it and dragging it around. Get used to feeling that field. With one finger, You can pull it around, take it anywhere you want, right? And then with multiple fingers. And in fact, you can even feel it get stronger, see? You can pull it stronger. You can really work on it. So there's little things you can do and just stuff to think about. We've got lots of tips from ESP to Psi, remote viewing, and anything we can do to help you guys would be our pleasure to do for free. We think this research and education process is really important. So if you have any info, please share it with us. And if there's anything we can do to help you guys, just email us at alienprotocols@gmail.com. Much love. Thank you, guys.